What's up guys, CJ here. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video. This is going to be a rundown of what you are going to see the first time when you open the app. So actually the first time when you're going to open the app, it might look a little bit, everything is going to be all over. But you can see that you can drag and drop all of these. And well, this is the places where I like to drag and drop mine. Any case, let's start from the left side and work our way to the right side. Here on the left side is just going to be your kingdom information, the current world that you are on, the next world after this one that we're going to down here. That's the next one, the portal. You will notice every 15 minutes, because I like trading on the 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes you will see that this portal video gets played, and each world obviously got its own portal view. Then let's start with the Sanctum first. The Sanctum is our information page. Not an FAQ page, but our information page. You can go through this from top to bottom. All of the information is here. Everything that you are going to need is here. And if there's anything that you still need or still don't understand, then you can just reach out to me. So that is the Sanctum area. The Tome of Legends area, this is where you can view your recent trades. That's your portal history, is your past trades. Then your codex. These are champions, current champions that we have. And your honors, chests that you can unlock for achieving certain milestones. And then your stats page. That's got most of the stats that you would want to have is included in here. And if there are stats that's not included in here and it's something that you would want, just send me a message, send some feedback, and then we can work on that. Next, so you see there's a lot of stats here. Next, let's move on to our provisions page. On the provisions page, so the idea behind the provisions page, it's exactly like you would do your bookkeeping every month. You've got your expenses, you've got your income. Because the idea behind this app for me was I wanted something that could gamify my daily, what can I say, not my daily expenses, but my day-to-day, your bookkeeping, and for me, my trading, keeping track of all that, journaling, but in a fun way, because the act of the normal journaling, writing in a book, that the act of journaling killed it for me. So I wanted a way to gamify that for me, and make the things that's usually not fun. And that's, if you get to the provision page, what you will see here. So for instance, your mortgage, your rent, I added here $500 a month. So what you can do here is manually you can add funds to your mortgage section. So if you manually add funds, and what that means is you will deduct funds from your one account and send it to this account, and then you add funds. So that 500 will then become 450. So you still own 450. And what the auto fund does is, if you set this up, what this does, if you activate this, then from every trade, or whether it's per trade, whether it's daily, whether it's weekly, whenever that triggers, it will automatically then transfer the amount of funds that you add here. It will automatically transfer it to this section. And the thinking behind this, or the idea behind this, is that at a later stage, if you have more than one account, so you have multiple sub accounts, so you have a sub account for your mortgage, you have a sub account for your electricity, a sub account for your gas, and so on. So what would happen in the background, if you have that set up, whenever you have a successful trade or you have a surplus amount of funds in your account, then the system can automatically transfer funds for you in the background into those accounts. So you don't have to do that. So that's been done for you automatically. And that's the idea behind this. But now, if I'm talking about transferring funds, this is only visual at the moment. So don't think that the system or the app is going to transfer your funds from your one trading account to the other trading account. That's not going to happen, and that can't happen. Remember, this is a write-only app, so this is just standing in between you and the exchange. This is just putting a better looking face on top of the exchange at the end of the day. So you've got full control over everything. The treasury is working exactly the same as the provisions section, where you can set the target of amount that you would like for that account to have, and then you deposit manually. So this is part of the game. So if I say you deposit manually, then say for instance you've got a surplus in your one account and then you transfer manually. That's only visually. So from the moment you start the game, everything is going to start to be tracked. And from there on, your world is growing, so everything is going to be tracked. The market, you can buy some items. You've got standard items, premium items, and then mystical items. And all of them will have an effect at the end of the day on the game mechanics itself. Let's see. Mind boost. Let's see what happens. 1 hour left. Okay, any case. So you can go through the market and you can have a look what's going on there. The mine, well, you just saw that. Every 4 hours, you can come and click the mine. You will mine the resources. Each world has its own resources that you can mine. Resources, and then for you to move to the next world, let's see actually, for you to move to the next world, you have to qualify 3 qualifying measures: your personal resistance, your resources, and then your mastery. So let's see. Okay, let's go. Okay, nice. So, good, you can see that. In any case, we will come back to the portal because this is where the magic is going to happen. On this side, you will see your different accounts that you've got linked to your exchange or to your app. You can see those details here, and here's just some other information about your clan. Well, your clan might, that is as you go through the levels, that will increase your discipline rating. This is currently the champion that I've set on my farming. So if you want to use another one, you can just set that. And what that does is just in the background, as you can see, 20% mining plus 2%. Now what that does is, say for instance, Bitcoin is in a bear move at the moment, then there are some cards that will have better stats when Bitcoin is going down, and there will be some cards that have better stats when Bitcoin is going up. Okay, the server, this is just to check if the server, the app is up and running. Whenever this is red, the only thing you need to do then is just log into your exchange and execute your trade or set your stop loss or whatever. Will work exactly as normal whenever the app is down, or then you can just go to your exchange and execute it like that. Next, we have our Barracks. This is where you will be setting up your accounts. We will go more into detail with this when we get to setting up our accounts, but this is where you will be setting up your accounts. And what I mean by that is currently we are able to link your MT5, any MT5 account that you have, and your Hyperliquid account. We can link. And more exchanges coming in the future, obviously. Then, last but not least, we have our portal. Like I said, this is where the magic happens, inside the portal. You will also notice whenever you move to a new world for the first time, you will see that these buttons are all over. You can just move them around to wherever you want to place them, and yeah, so it's up to your preference. Any case, whatever you are seeing in here, this is going to be a video on its own. So I'm not going to go in detail on the things that you are seeing on screen now. We will go more into detail with that when we are handling the portal. So that was a quick rundown on everything. Now I'm just searching for my exit. Here we go. I was searching for my exit button. As I said, first time you get to a new screen, it's all over. But in any case, I found it. There we go. So that's it for a quick rundown, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.